never was as big a drinker as he was. I probably had 12 beers, and that was enough to put me. I don't know. I think we go that way. He said, no, if you say that way, I think we're going to go left. But he was right. He took us into another small town that I heard of, and I said, oh, no, now we go south. That's all I know. That's north of some town that I know of. I said, we get on that, that'll take us back to 61, and then we can get back home. But when you come out of that woods after driving 3 hours or so, I had no idea. It was like probably like this. So I don't even if the sun was even out anymore. Where the hell we're at?
This is in the UP or
No,
it's down here?
Down here, around the cabin. John used to hunt with me all the time. We for a while there, we were thickest blood or
Thickest
whatever.
thieves.
Yeah, I mean, Billy, he got rid of Barbara, and then maybe eventually he wanted to.
Look, they definitely must have put more in.
Oh yeah, I don't remember me up in all this stretch. I guess he outgrew me is the way to say it. He started to make pretty good money in that insurance business. That's a racket deal and all that. And through his wife, he met some new rich friends. Built that great big house out on Tyrone Lake, not too far from Kathy. I had a feeling he was the last year or so. He didn't seem very interested in deer hunting. Before that, on a Friday night by 3:30, 3:45, we'd be on the road. We drive like a son of a bitch to get up here.
Yeah.
We drive right to the woods. We didn't hunt. We were hunting on a farm then. And there was a trail.
The Acorn.
Yeah, Acorn Farm. Yeah, where the Amish are now. And that's where we did most of our hunting then. We drive halfway back to the pipeline and park there and run like hell. We get out there for maybe 20 minutes, lucky a half hour before dark. That's where the deer come out usually, last 20 minutes. It was just him and I. Him and I were hunting. Brother Pat was hunting at Denny's place then. Pat didn't have his place. Everybody was at Denny's. I used to go to Denny's, but when John was interested in hunting, I said, I'm tired of going to Denny's. All the bullshit. Let's go to my place. I haven't hunted there in years. John started hunting.
I remember you saying about, I think it was Billy getting like super pissed off or something when you guys were playing cards. You just get way too angry.
Oh, yeah. I had a bad temper when I was younger. I feel better. I still get mad by controlling to leave or something. Oh, yeah. I dove out over the table after him. Called me a damn liar or a cheat or something, basically. We're playing. My dad was there. He for a lot of years, he went up to Denny's. And that's mostly at Denny's camp was card playing and drinking.
Yeah.
Very little deer hunting. John and I deer hunted when we were up there. And Brother Pat. The rest of them, hit and miss. When they weren't, they'd go out for an hour or two and they'd be in, and they'd go into Mount Pleasant and go to the casino. That was their hunt trip all the time. Denny's boys. So we're playing euchre. Dad, me, Billy, and I think Billy was Dad's partner. I don't know who was on the other side. I think James, my brother-in-law James. Linda's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we lost at the very end, and they said I reneged, and that put them out. I said, I didn't renege. I don't cheat. But I'm definitely this possible. I have in my life a few times. I didn't mean to, and actually I catch it myself after. What the hell I played that for? But Billy, I guess because we're all drinking a little bit, and he's your dad's age, and he said, "Fuck you, didn't. You reneged." I said, "I did not renege." "Fuck you, did too. Are you calling me a liar?" And then this was like fire just went right up. "You calling me a liar?" All I could do was just go over the table and dove at him, knock him off his chair. My dad's eyes got as big as saucers. He'd never seen me in a fight or anything. And I got top of him. What the fuck? Everybody's backing off. What the hell's going on? Billy's eyes, he didn't say nothing. He was just so astounded. He's the one I dove after. Billy back. What? I said, "Don't you call me no goddamn liar," or something like that. Dad says, "Yeah," he says, "Ask your dad. Ask your dad." That's my dad. "Did I renege?" He says, "I think so." I don't think I did, but that was it. pissed me off. I was calling me a liar. I mean, if I do it accidentally, okay, but I couldn't see how I did it. But,
Right.
hey, 50-50 chance, I could have. Pretty good euchre player, but I mean, just the way he acted. He hollered at me and this and that, and I said, no, I didn't. Then he swore at me, F you didn't. Son of a son of a bitch, don't you talk to me that way.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. My brother Denny's in the other room. What the hell's going on in there? It's in his trailer.
He pops his head in. The
My
fuck?
brother Bill's getting a little crazy out here or something.
He's the second oldest, right?
Denny, yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the hospital here. I should have called him back. I thought, well, maybe I'll get to the cab and I'll call him. So it goes on and on. He thought he was going to die. He's giving things away already and everything else.
Oh, shit.
You know, Pat went in there and talked to him, and his niece is a nurse at the hospital. He had back problems. Oh, I got back. Grandma's got back problems. But he's never had them. He's never done basically physical work. He's always been behind a desk. And drove him to his knees, a sciatica or something, and he couldn't get up. I think he panicked, got a cane or something, and got around, and he called an ambulance himself, had himself taken to the hospital, and this and that. He's got a bad heart. Only supposed to be 10 or 20% working. He just had stents put in it for about the third time, and then he messed up, and went haywire, and had to get him back in there a second time. I guess he's tired of it all. And he's 76. And he says, if you can't fix me, then screw it. He says, I'll sign the thing. I just don't want to be putting up with this bullshit no more longer.
Yeah.
Pat and his niece and Pat's wife, Julie, she was there all at the hospital. And, don't be signing shit like that you know, they don't have to resuscitate you.
DNR.
Yeah. So now then they sent him to a nursing home, and now he just got home. And my grandma was saying, he can't drive. I wouldn't like that. I'd be like my dad. James took his keys away because he lived closer to Dad. And Dad called him up and called him every name in the book. You ever bring those keys back? The worst day of your life. He brought the keys back and told Pat, he said, I ain't taking no more. He said, I opened the door and threw them in there. I didn't even go in the house. When Dad was about 90, the whole Dad read and left. I wouldn't nobody taking mine away. I'll stop if I think I'm a danger on the road.
That's all I remember of Great Grandpa was like piss and vinegar. I don't remember like a sweet old grandpa or anything. I just remember fire.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of stories about him. Yeah, fighting on somebody's porch, wall breaks out, 5 or 6 guys go out, and the porch falls right off the house.
Holy crap!
Those old days. Yeah. That was his neighbor or something.
They just broke the porch off the front of the house.
It was wood, one of the wooden porches.
Yeah. Jeez.
I had one fight in a bar in my whole life, and that's it.
In a bar?
Yeah, Grandma don't know, so don't ever think that, but I'm telling you.
Yeah.
My only experience in a bar. They had a few fights in other places, but in a bar. We come back from a big fishing trip up in Fly-In, I think it was, in Canada. And it was with a lot of Denny's, my brother Denny, brother Mick, and some of Tom Rowell was Denny's partner back then. And there was 7 of us that went. Oh, it was a great trip. Great fishing. You drive up to Wawa. You drive for 15 hours to get up to someplace, a little small thing off a dirt trail that takes you 30 miles on a dirt trail. And then there's a lake with a seaplane. Then you get on a seaplane and you fly in.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Wow, yeah. Wawa. Wawa was the name of the little, might be bigger now. And best fishing trip I was ever on. But anyhow, I can get into many stories. We come back and there was this redheaded guy that worked for Denny. He went with a fishing trip to a couple of Denny's employees, big fishermen. And he was young. I don't know, most of my friends were hung with were younger than me for some reason. The man was young at heart then. And I can't remember his name right now. He was kind of a burly redheaded kid.
So wait, what was the point of going to these? It was islands?
Yeah, well, the best fishing.
Okay, it was for fishing.
You go up remote areas of Canada, you can't get by car. There's no roads.
Yeah.
And they got some wilderness, like going to Alaska or something.
Yeah, the only way to get from like Vancouver, like the west side of Canada, to the east side, is like one major highway. There's like the only one way. Like that's crazy. Like if there's this bridge collapsed a couple years ago, and literally the two halves of Canada were like separate. There's no way to get from one side to the other. That's insane. But okay, so you're.
So anyhow, we're on the fishing trip. We come back, and I says, it was like we come back on a holiday or near it. And I think I called Diane from somewhere, or I told her before I left. I says, I'll meet you. I'll have them drop me off at the cabin. You come up to the cabin with the car and the girls and whatever, and I'll meet you up there, and I can spend some time at the cabin with you and the girls. Instead of drive all the way home and go back up there or something, because we got to go right by there. We're coming back we had to go to the Upper Peninsula or go to Wawa or whatever.
Yeah.
So she did, and I liked. God, I can't think of his name. It'll come to me after a while. He was a fun guy, red-headed guy, young guy. I'm gonna say I was in my 30s, about your age, maybe about 35.
When did you fight somebody in a bar?
Not then. But Grandma don't know. I never told Grandma.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get to that story.
Well, I am. I get the background. I know. But anyhow, him and we come back, and we got up there. We got dropped off the night before Grandma was supposed to come up, Friday night. And he was a young guy. What are you going to do? I said, there's a bar in town. You want to go to the bar? Lake George.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you know that. Yeah, you're friendly. You know everybody in the bar in 5 minutes. So we went to the bar, and we were drinking. And when we walked in, there was kind of a skinny kid, young guy. I don't know, looked like about 6 foot, but looked like he weighed about 140 pounds. I was probably 180 then. And he was giving his girlfriend a hard time or something outside. I can't, his name, can't think of the name. Yeah, he ain't thumping on her. Let's go in. The redhead says, I had to go over to kick his ass or something like that. Yeah, I said, as long as he ain't thumping on her, let's mind our own business. And then I got some beer. And, we're sitting around the table, drinking beer, and watching what's going on. Busy on a Friday night. I says, nobody was at the jukebox right then, so I walked up and decided to play probably some country music, and put money in the jukebox. And watch where I'm at here now. Knocking out Rich, knocking out Rich. I get talking, I'm liable to buy this anywhere. So I'm putting the money in there and looking at the songs, and she says, somebody sitting behind me, what are you playing? I look around, there's that girl that was outside. I ain't decided yet. She says, why don't you play that's a good tune. It's all right with me. So I put the money in. And she smiled at me. She, what, she wanted to make a little bit or something. I figured she'd make her boyfriend jealous because he was outside giving her a hard time.
Uh-huh.
I smiled back at her and walked back to my table. And, visited with my friend. And they're playing dance music, and then she come up and asked me, do I want to dance? I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's why I said I wouldn't tell Grandma that. I said, and then my buddy said, yeah, it's just a dance. And I got upstairs and danced with her. And I hardly ever take Grandma dancing once we got older, so I really been in trouble. Next thing I know, this guy comes up to me and taps me on the shoulder. What the hell you hit on my girlfriend or something like that? Haul off and nailed me right in the jaw.
He punched you?
Yeah. I didn't expect it. I call it like a sucker punch. I didn't expect it. He first grabbed my shoulder or something. What are you doing, Dance with my girlfriend or something like that before I could finish saying it. She asked me. He off and nailed me. Brother, if the fire come on just like that. I don't know just how I did. The next thing I know, I nailed him right from the floor. Powerhouse. Knocked him right on his ass, and then I started stomping on him. I had my old boots on and fishing boots. I was stomping the shit out of him. You son of a bitch. The bartender jumped the bar, come over. Little short, burly guy, big barrel chest. Grabbed me back my arms, pinned my arms. Take it easy. I seen the whole thing. He started it. Go on back to the table. I'll buy you a beer. And the other guy was up there holding his face and everything. They picked him up off the floor, threw him out. Wasn't much, but I got one good lick, and I guess it was good enough. It wasn't heavy enough to.
And then you're just kicking him, or you're stomping on him? Like on his.
Yeah, with my boots.
Yeah.
I kicked him. He went down. So
I mean, you weren't stomping on his face. You just.
I don't know. I don't need.
Yeah.
I was just mad. I just had that son of a bitch. He went down on the floor, and he's going to stay
Son of
on
a
that
bitch.
floor. Come on, sucker punch me.
That's awesome.